Insomniac is looking into adding a much requested feature. We go take a look at a trick you likely did not know in Spiderman PS4 and way more. So let's get into it. If you enjoyed that, then a like would be super appreciated, and let's go. When you finish the game, you can go to a research station and switch the time of day to day, sunset or nighttime, but weather cannot be changed, although that would be really cool, so you can have it like rain all the time, for example. I already saw this like request a lot, and also on Reddit we got DIDN who actually asked this to Insomniac, to which they replied with the following: "We are looking into this for a future patch." So yes, it looks like this will totally be added via a free update in the future. Maybe we can then go to the research stations and change the weather that way as well, or maybe through another way like via the options menu. It's just great to know that something like this is coming. For the variation, of course, when swinging through the city, but also for the photos. And speaking of the pictures, I will of course have new highlights from pictures you send me at the end of this video. But yeah, of course, hope they add this new feature soon. When they do, I will of course let you know here on the channel. Another thing that would be very cool, but I don't see happen sadly, like I hope I'm wrong, but yeah, it's an ID from Batman3214556. Because all the other Batmans were of course taken. He is on Reddit and he actually sent this idea to Insomniac and did get a response. So the idea is that after you beat the game, you would get a call from Yuri who says that one of the Sinister Six escaped, and it's up to you to defeat him and bring him back to the raft. So that just somewhere in the city this villain pops up, and that after you defeated him, he would rotate with another villain that would then pop up after a few minutes, or maybe after you did a few crimes. And this was actually the case in the E3 demo, and the demo they also showcased at other conventions, where you could just free roam the world, do 3 crimes, and then Shocker would appear on the map. So you would get a call, go to the bank because Shocker is robbing it. We later found out that it was part of one of the main missions of the game, but it would be cool if we saw that of course as some sort of end game activity with the other villains as well. And I already talked about this in a previous video, but obviously once you have like every district on 100%, you only have thug crimes, and so I would already love to have the Sable and the Demon crimes back, for example. And I think that that is way more likely to happen than this ID from Batman. Because of course with the crimes they can just put them back, while having these villains suddenly in the world, they have to have them do stuff. They need new fighting mechanics, because can you use the same tactic to kill them as we did in the main story mission? That was pretty location based, so I can totally see like Insomniac pull it off, but the question is like, will they invest that much time in this sort of free feature? They will take a look at it though, because Insomniac said in response to Batman, "Thank you for contacting us, we appreciate the feedback and we'll pass it on to the team." So yeah, that is kind of a regular response, but they must see like a lot of people asking for like recurring events in the city once they beat in the game, so maybe they can work something out. Of course, New Game Plus will already be a big helper with this for sure. What you can already do right now, and it's something pretty cool that I did not know about, and you likely did not as well. Onto Reddit user Captain G Tabix explained to people how to do this sort of spinning air dive. So it's actually pretty easy and cool to do. So you go to a tall building and then jump down, but don't press L3, instead press triangle and circle while moving the analog stick to the left or to the right, and see Spider-Man do this awesome trick that you will get a lot of XP for as well. You of course need to have the air tricks skill to be able to do these moves. Oh, and try and use the low gravity suit power from the 2099 suit as well, so you stay way longer in the air and you can do this trick down for longer as well and get more XP this way. It's just a nice fun twist to it all. It's pretty cool. I wanted to highlight this as well because I saw it on Twitter from Alex, where he kind of made a Where is Waldo with Spider-Man called Spot the Spider. Super clever. And not sure if you already saw Spider-Man. In a short time I show you the photo here on the screen, but he's totally there somewhere. It's a pretty fun game. You can of course pause the video, enlarge it if you haven't already spotted Spider-Man. Again, he is somewhere. So nice idea from Alex, and a nice segue to the photos I of course show you at the end of every Spider-Man video. If you find something interesting in the game or got some cool pictures, really reach out to me on Twitter at JorRaptor, or Instagram JorRaptor can work as well. Thanks to everyone who already did, follow me there as well if you haven't already. Use for the pictures the SpiderRaptor hashtag on Twitter, And please send no more than 4 pictures and also no story spoiler pictures because I will not highlight them. Let's start with a shot from a Junbun on Twitter with this cool art of this lady with the New York beanie. And yes, of course, Spider-Man is there as well. Like kind of in the same vein as the Spot the Spider picture, although this one is easier to find. No, but I love that Spider-Man is just casually crawling on the bubblegum. A really cool shot. We're going upside down with the Lost Stand suit in this picture from Mark with a great focus distance and the aperture usage, making Spider-Man shine with a great focus. This one of those is this from the movie or game shots. Really, really cool. Sometimes it doesn't have to be hard to make a cool picture, as we see here from the shot from Lewis, who just put one of the most awesome suits in the game, fight me in the comments down below, in the center of the picture with a blurry background. It makes you appreciate the little details on the suits even more. Really nice. Speaking of details in the suit, this classic suit is looking damn fine in this picture from Bagel Volcano, thanks to the light that shines a little bit on Spider-Man, and again the focus was perfectly executed. Yes, I'm a sucker for these types of shots, but I think that you agree that these are some of the best. We are going back in time with Julian, who shared his noir suit picture during one of the early missions in the game with the very fitting Zappia filter, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, it makes the suit look really good, and the lighting is well done as well. Just a really cool and pretty different shot from the rest. Good job, Julian. I know you made a Twitter account just to share these pictures, so I appreciate that. Subscribe for everything Spider-Man PS4 if you haven't already. I will keep you up to date on everything that is going on in the game, and of course share tips and tricks and other cool things I found. Like this video to support the channel. You can support me for a small fee per month by clicking the join button next to the subscribe button and get perks like early access to Spider-Man videos and way more. Check out my recent Spider-Man video on things that are happening across the bridge, and I will speak to you next time. Thanks for watching, goodbye!